Hi guys, it's Clara. I am so excited right now. You all know how much I adore organizing, and guess what I found at the Dollar Tree? These bins. These are very similar to those acrylic bins that you can buy to organize your cosmetics, you know, your lipsticks, your eyeshadows. I'm not exactly sure if they are acrylic, but they are super close, and they are very durable and sturdy. What's really nice too is that they have a bit of traction at the bottom here. And in my Dollar Tree, they came in 3 different sizes. So this was the smallest narrow size. So this is good for a drawer. And for an even deeper drawer, this is a longer one, also with traction at the bottom. There was a square version as well, this size here. If you wanted even more traction, you could put some putty at the bottom, or you could use some of those drawer liners they sell at the Dollar Tree that are kind of rubberized. They sell poster wall putty at the Dollar Tree. It's usually a blue color, so be careful with that though, because it might leave a blue mark. You might just want to test it out first on an inconspicuous part of your drawer if you use that. Now, the one thing I don't like about these bins is that if you look at the sides here, they do come in at an angle versus being straight down. And yes, I know that's a very little minor kind of a detail, but when I'm thinking of organizing and putting these bins right next to each other, there's just that little bit of space that is in between the two of them that's wasted, you know, that little triangular space there. Very minor kind of a thing though, just depending on how much space that you have to work with. Now, the reason I am so excited about these bins is because I have been looking for something very narrow like this and transparent to finish up my freezer organization video. I have been wanting to show you this video for so long. I've just been looking at the Dollar Tree for an organizational bin, but none of them would fit until I found this one. So I did film the original take of what the freezer looked like a few months ago, and I'll show you that clip, and then after that I'll show you how the freezer looks now. Okay guys, so we are at my freezer. Now I have a refrigerator that goes vertical up and down rather than a freezer that has a big drawer at the bottom. I would love one of those refrigerators, but we just can't afford it right now. So just starting at the top, you might immediately recognize some items from the Dollar Tree. But let me go into more detail here. So right at the top, and this is one of those baskets that you could use in your office drawer, you can use in the laundry room. But here in our freezer, we use it for these mini ice packs. And these actually do come from the Dollar Tree as well. I have them in plastic. Sometimes they can have a bit of condensation in the bag we use them in. We use these specifically for my daughter's feeding backpack. But you know, you could use these in your lunches, picnics, etc. This, I house miscellaneous items, some smaller items like some chocolate. There's some spring roll pastry wraps in there for egg rolls, that kind of a thing. Currently our freezer, the ice box is broken, so we do have these ice cube trays. You can of course put other items here. Right now I put convenience foods in here and in the door because they're very readily accessible. Here's just a bunch of Morningstar products, and then these ice cube trays are from the Dollar Tree and they work quite well. And on the second shelf here, I have my vegetable mixes and my herbs. This is a basket from the Dollar Tree. Again, you could use these in shelves to organize toys. These can house other foods. You could put this in your pantry to hold dry goods. I put that in my first organizational video that I had done. And I love these particularly because we could put labels like this. I'm not sure if I put this kind of label from my label maker onto the plastic itself if it would stick well. So I just, you know, make it like this. And the Dollar Tree was selling scissors that cuts in a zigzag pattern like this. So I just thought it makes it a little bit cute there. And I could tape it like this so that it doesn't separate, but right now it's holding up really well. But we use a lot of veggie mixes. Like we use these for soups, for baked potatoes. Plus, you know, if I wanted to, I could store stuff at the back here behind, because technically there is some space at the front here. But right now we don't need the space, so we just push it to the back. And then this here is probably my favorite part of the freezer. This is where I use one of those acrylic bins. I use the long one here. And what this houses is fresh frozen herbs. So these are from our garden, and I hate to waste food. So what I do with these herbs is I put them in these little plastic baggies, and I write the month and the year that these were frozen. I just updated everything for this year. So we have cilantro, we have mint, and then we have serrano peppers at the back here. Now, what I do is, for some of these baggies, you know, I have more, I have less. Like there's some serrano bags that have 1 pepper, some have 2. Some baggies of mint have a little bit of mint, some have a lot. So that there's the option of using more or less depending on what I need it for that day. Now, I will say that probably these should be used within 3 to 6 months to get the best kind of flavoring, but I will be perfectly honest with you. As long as it tastes good and it looks fine, I will use these 9 months, 10 months, 12 months if it's still there, just because I hate to waste food. Now, if you're curious of where I got these baggies, my husband had bought these online. We had been using these for my daughter's medication, but we don't need them anymore. So now I use them for this kind of a purpose. And I think he bought them maybe for $3 or $5 for a pack of 200. So it was a lot. I'll try to find some on Amazon that are similar and link it below. Now, some of you might question, like my husband did, why didn't I put the dividers in front of the food versus in back of the food? And the reason being is because when I open the freezer, I want to see that food immediately. If I just see this white piece of paper right at the front here covering that nice green of the cilantro there, then I might forget that it's there and I'll forget to use it. The next shelf is other kinds of frozen fruits and vegetables. So like these frozen strawberries, spinach, we use a lot of that. And then on the side here, I put frozen bananas sometimes. So, you know, if I have extra bananas, I hate to throw them away because we can use these to make banana bread. And how you do that is, you know, you would take these out and then just let them defrost a bit. And then you could put them into your mix once they're a bit softer. But again, this is one of those acrylic bins. I love these because these come in and out so easily, and you can see the product so well. You know, you can see immediately what's in there, and it fits perfectly within this space. So right at the back here too, we don't drink a lot of alcohol in our house, but sometimes we put alcohol in the freezer, so that's rum back there. It's not frozen. Technically, I guess it could roll out. It hasn't yet, but just to be safe, if you look right at the side there on the left of the bottle, in front, I put a little binder clip so that it'll prevent it from rolling forward. But that's just a precaution, just in case. Okay, and on the next shelf, this is where I house all of our protein. And you probably recognize these bins. These came out in late 2013 and early 2014 to the Dollar Tree. I have these bins everywhere in my house. I adore them. They are just like drawers. They're fairly sturdy. And I love this because this fits the width of the freezer so well, and I don't feel like I'm wasting a ton of space. There's a little bit of space there, but not too much. So in here I have some frozen chicken breasts. I also have vegetarian protein. This is made from whey protein. This is really great here if you don't want to eat actual meat. It is not vegan though, because it's made from whey, W-H-E-Y, which is technically made from milk. But, you know, this is a great substitute in spaghetti, in soups, that kind of thing. So, just my little 2 cents there. I also put some bags of frozen shrimp in here. Then at the bottom here, this is where I put any other bigger miscellaneous items that don't fit in that smaller basket at the top. So right now we have whipped cream. You know, there could be ice cream here. I have some frosted beer glasses. I also have some frozen pancakes we had made last week. And then there's a shoulder cold pack. And then some bigger ice blocks to put in picnic baskets. This you might remember from last year. This is a candle from the Dollar Tree. I'm just freezing the wax so that I can clean out the candle from this jar and use it for something else. Okay, so now to the door. Now, in the door I have more convenient kinds of items. I'll start at the bottom here. At the bottom I have some of those frozen juices that you can make. And then we freeze our coffee. We feel like it preserves the flavor better. So my husband loves 8 o'clock coffee. And we just keep those pouches right in here. They fit perfectly within the door there. And then this is an example where I use another Dollar Tree product. So here, I usually have popsicles and waffle cones, drumsticks, that kind of thing. And they usually stand up like this, but right now it's pretty empty. But if you look at this part of the door, this is where there's a space here. So I needed something that I could use so that these little skinny things wouldn't fall through and fall to the floor. So this product from the Dollar Tree was just perfect. It fits just perfectly in the door. This is one of those translucent bins from the Dollar Tree. And these come in 2 packs. I also use those type of bins in our utility drawer. And then at the top here, I just have more convenience kinds of foods. We don't eat a ton of this. This is one of those Jamaican chicken patty things. We haven't tried it yet, but I was just curious. And then one of the smart ones that was from the Dollar Tree. This is also from the Dollar Tree. These are those Luigi Italian ices. Okay, so that is really everything. So just to recap, all of the items that came from the Dollar Tree were these 2 white baskets, these bigger kinds of crates. Again, I use these long acrylic trays from the Dollar Tree. I love these. Again, one of these crates, acrylic bins, one of these longer plastic baskets to use like a drawer. And lastly, one of these translucent bins to fit in the door. So that is it. If you have any tips for me as far as organizing my freezer, I would love to hear it. I love hearing how different families like to organize according to their individual needs. So please do let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.